Look at those guys. They are vibrant, full of color. Now these guys are only about a third grown. They will get almost 3 times this size, up to 15 centimeters in size. These are listed on our website as 5 centimeter Grommeties, but these are easily 7 centimeters. So if you're looking for some beautiful looking gold Grommeties, have a look at these guys. They've just arrived in excellent condition. Let's see what else we got in the bag. Oh, some unique oddballs. Have a look at these. These are your Calico bubble eye goldfish. Now there's 3 in this bag. I believe we've got a couple of bags in today. Lovely calico pattern on them. Nice big even bubbles, and you can see them there. Now those bubbles are fluid sacs underneath their eyes. If they pop, don't worry, they will grow back, but don't put them with fish that are going to pick and eat at them. They are gentle little goldfish. They don't like to be with comets. Better off with things like ranchus. Have a look at them there. Beautiful bubble eye goldfish. Now this one here looks very similar to a fantail goldfish because it does have a fantail, but these aren't your regular fantail goldfish. These are what they call Ryukin. Now the Ryukin goldfish, very similar to fantail, does have that triangular tail on the back, that fantail, but this guy gets very, very tall as it gets mature. Doesn't continue to grow outwards, it grows upwards, and is very much appreciated in countries over in Asia. Absolutely stunning looking goldfish when it gets into a larger size. All right, now some catfish, one of the best selling and prettiest of all the L number catfish. This is the L397 Pleco. Beautiful tiger Pleco, amazing orange and black stripes on them. This is the L397s. They are the best seller for a reason. They are the best looking Pleco at an affordable price. Some more catfish. This time we have black Venezuelan Cory. So the black Cory, really jet black looking catfish. Great for cleaning up all that excess food in your aquarium. They do like sand. They don't like rough, sharp gravel. So if your substrate's sharp and rugged, you're better off swapping out for sand for these guys. Keep those barbels nice and long. That's your black Venezuelan Corys. I think we got in also this week, and we might even have some in here. Yep, we do, right here. Gold laser Corys. These are awesome. They get this really iridescent, reflective laser line down the side. Gold in coloration, gold lasers. Hard to see in the bag there, but they are stunning Corys. If you're into catfish, I think they are the prettiest of all of them. Next, we have some sharks. These are your albino rainbow sharks. They're looking very white in the bag, but these will be a white coloration with red fins. The fin coloration is a bit washed out from being in a white styro box, but that's your sharks, the albino rainbow shark. Another Corydoras. This one is the Barbados or the bearded Cory. A little bit longer and more elongated than other Corys. Doesn't get as big. It's not a nano species, but it doesn't get as large as the other Corys. This is your Barbados, and it's also called the bearded Cory. A couple of those come in. Any more Corys? Not seeing any more Corys, but there's more catfish coming out. The Otocinclus catfish, the nano aquarium cleaner. So if you've got a small aquarium, this is the catfish or the cleaner fish that you'll want is the Otocinclus. Now, all Otocinclus are wild caught. So what that means is they don't like changes in their water chemistry. So when you buy your Otto, drip acclimate them. Introduce them to your water and your conditions slowly and carefully. Once they're in your aquarium though, they're hardy as. It's that first 24 hours, that change in water chemistry, they don't really like it. We drip acclimate them here into the store. It's the best way to stop loss. But once they're in your tank and they're established, they're hardy as. Great little algae cleaners. Will clean up those nano aquariums and will not eat your shrimp. So if you need something to eat algae and go with your shrimp, this is the guy you want. It is the Otocinclus catfish. Now this guy will eat shrimp. These are your long-nosed whiptails. Whiptail catfish, they get the name because they've got this really long stick-like body, two little twin whips on the top, on the end of the tail. That's your long-nosed whiptail catfish. So we have common whiptails, which have got more blunt nose. You've got your long nose, which are these guys, and you have your royal. Your royal is really skinny, whippy along the tail, has a beautiful pattern, a taller dorsal fin compared to these guys. That's your long nose. Now those guys are quite small. They're only about 5 to 7 centimeters. Here we've got some Calico Bristlenose. by far the most attractive of all the Bristlenose species. Calico has a beautiful orange belly, as you can see here, and the top of it is a marbled orange and black spotting. This is where your Super Reds have come from. This is the Calico. Most stunning, most affordable, excellent algae eater for your aquarium. That's the regular version. If you're looking for something a little bit different, we do have long fin Calico Bristlenose, as you see here in the bag. Beautiful long flowing tails on them, long finned calicos. There's also some common in there, so a bit of a mixed bag of long fin Bristlenose come in. All right, now something different. This is a cold water fish, and it does quite well actually out in your ponds. People ask for something else, and I want goldfish in my pond. I'm looking for something else. This is the paradise fish. Now this one is really good for ponds because it's an albino. You will see it a lot better than your normal blues or regular paradise. Is your albino paradise. Now these guys are related to your fighting fish. They're in Gourami. They're beautiful. They can breathe from the surface as well as from the water. But these are the paradise fish. Albino, so they will get red and white on them. Next we have a ghost knife fish, but it's not a regular ghost knife fish. These are your leopard. Look at that guy. Look at the spot. You can see why they get that name. Beautiful Dalmatian pattern on the side of it. Stunning looking ghost knife fish, that one. He's about 9 centimeters in size, 10 centimeters. These guys can swim backwards and forwards. They are blind. They come out at night. You put a bit of food in, they'll scavenge around and clean up the aquarium for you. All right, let's get on to another box and see what we've got in this one. Onto some cichlids now, the African cichlids. So this one is from Lake Malawi. It is from the peacock family. This is the Jacob Freebergi or Eureka Red. And this guy has a beautiful blue face to it, gets red blush around the body, and then a beautiful white blaze. Well, you can see one in the bag there, exactly what they're going to turn out like. You feed these guys Aquamunch Super Color Flakes, and they'll all be vibrant and intense in coloration. You can tell at this stage they're not meant to have any color. These are already been on some color food. But if you want to increase this color in both male and female, Aquamunch Super Color Flakes is going to do it for you. That's the Jacob Freebergi peacock. It's a very peaceful peacock, that one. It's not aggressive at all. Now, if you're looking for something to go with that guy, that's not a cichlid. Now, cichlids like Africans tend to hang around the rocks. They are a bit more on the bottom dweller than a top dweller. And if you're looking for something different to put in with your African cichlids, that will go on the top. Maybe this fish in here is what you're looking for. This is the monosobe. This is the African mono. It looks very similar like a bat fish out of the ocean. Absolutely stunning fish. It's even looks like an angelfish with its fins taken off. These are great. We do see people out there put angelfish in with their Africans, and they basically get chewed down to little pennies with all their fins chewed off. This is a much better choice. If you want to have a fish like an angelfish in with your Africans, these guys, they like the same water condition. They do like salt. They do like it hard. Is your African mono. And now these are a good size too. These are probably the biggest we've had come in for a while. We've got a few of these in our display tank, and we're about to top up our display tank with a few more because they are stunning looking fish. Another African cichlid. This one is from Lake Tanganyika. And this is a Tropheus, and it's the Tropheus Maliro Red. Absolutely sensational one in the bag here. Beautiful red coloration. Hard for you guys to see because it's been double bagged, but this thing is glowing red. This is probably the best Tropheus Maliro Reds I've had in store for a long time. They are a good size too. This guy would be easy 7 centimeters on a ruler. I believe they're on the website at 5 centimeters size. If you're looking for a good time to buy, we do have someone in WA that absolutely hangs for these all the time. Now is the time to get them. That one is absolutely sensational. Another one from Lake Tanganyika. That guy was a mouth breeder from Tanganyika. This guy is a cave spawner. This is the Leilupi, both male and female, exactly the same. The male does grow larger than the female. They call them often now the lemon cichlid. This is the Leilupi. Beautiful yellow. Look at that yellow in those. Now these guys get quite aggressive when they're breeding. So once they pair up, they will go into a cave and lay, and they'll protect that thing with all their life. They'll guard everything away from it. They are cool fish. I used to breed them myself. All right, I think we moved on from some of the cichlids now onto tetras. And what we've got in the bag here, tetras never look great for you guys on camera, but we have a very big range of tetras here in store, and you can come down and see what they're going to look like in your aquarium. This one is the Cochu Blue, otherwise known as the Blue Neon Tetra. So the Cochu Blue Tetra has this amazing blue reflective sheen when it's swimming around the aquarium. It's very, very active, like a Danio, and it reflects this beautiful blue sheen. I think we may even have some albino versions of these still in store, which are my favorite. They're much better than the regulars. But these are your regular Cochu Blue Tetra, or otherwise known as the Blue Neon. Now here, these have been difficult to get and a bit of a demand on them lately. We normally always got them, but we ran out. But they're back in today, and this is the Celebes Rainbow. Now the Celebes Rainbow isn't actually like a rainbow that you catch here in Australian waterways or even from Papua New Guinea. This guy comes all the way from Madagascar. It's a beautiful nano species of a rainbow. It looks very, very similar to our Australian blue eyes. Very similar. In fact, a lot of people see our videos when we put these up online and we call them Celebes Rainbow. They say, why are you calling the blue eyes Celebes Rainbow? Because they look very similar, because of what we put up are called Celebes. These are not Pacific blue eyes. They look very much the same. Very similar indeed. Next we have some Harlequin Rasboras. Now they get their name from that pattern on their body. Half their body is this beautiful black. The other half goes this beautiful copper red. They don't show that again in the bag because they've been in that environment of a white box and they've lost all their color. These guys are going straight to our front display tank with our new discus. Come on down to the store and have a look at 11 Pike Street, Cunda Park. We've got some amazing big discus in for sale at the moment. It's in our beautiful tree display at the front of the tank. And these Harlequin Tetras, or Rasboras I should say, are going to go great with those discus. But they are for sale, so come down and grab some. Whopping big size neon Tetras. These are incredible. Look at these. They are rippers. Most likely Australian bred stock as well. We tend to buy the Australian bred stock. We find that ICANN, or these days I think they've changed their name up, North Queensland have done an exceptionally good job of getting or removing the neon tetra disease from the Australian bred neons. They are so hardy now. They're easy to keep. What was once considered one of the most difficult tetras is now quite easy if you buy Australian stock. So neon tetras, come on down to store. We've got heaps of them. They are really good fish these days. Well done to the guys that have done their job of breeding them. Next, we've got some clown loaches, forever popular in the aquarium. They go with almost everything. They do like warmer waters, so be mindful if it does get cold. Yeah, these guys are very prone to white spot. This is your clown loach. Excellent eradicator of snails. Loaches will just obliterate snails in your aquarium, so if you've got a snail problem, this is the guy for you. Now this guy can get up to 2 foot in long, but in the captivity you're probably lucky to get it to 1 foot, but they do get quite big, so be mindful of that. The clown loach, if you're after something like this, it's going to eradicate snails, maybe this is the guy for you. So this is the clown loach. You can see that beautiful pattern why it gets the name clown loach. This one here is the yo-yo loach, otherwise called Pakistani Loach. Now the Pakistani Loach does not get as big as the clown loach, nowhere near. You're lucky to get it to 10 centimeters in size, but it does just as good a job of smashing those snails for you. So if you've got a smaller aquarium, maybe this is the one for you. And you're asking the question, why is it called a yo-yo loach? Because if you look carefully on the pattern on the side, it actually spells yo-yo on the side of the fish. All right, someone else is asking a question. What did the fish say when it hit the wall? Damn. Good one there, Graham, putting out the dad jokes. What did the fish say when it hit the wall? The answer was damn. Someone else is asking, what's your favorite African fish in African cichlid in stock at the moment? I absolutely love peacocks. I love them. They look just like marine fish. And if you feed the Aquamunch Super Color Flake, both your male and female will go intensely in coloration, and aggression disappears in your tank. We have an African peacock display here in our shop. Often people walk into our store and they say, oh, I'd love to do a marine tank like that one day. And we say, well, this is a freshwater tank. We don't do marine fish here, only fresh. And we can show you how to get that marine look, those amazing colors out of African cichlids. So I love my peacocks. Lost sound, unfortunately. I'm sorry about the sound. There's been some sound qualities issues. Hopefully it's back with you guys. All right, next we've got Oscar, another cichlid, but this one is not an African cichlid, okay? It comes from the South American region, is your Oscar. These are Australian bred Nemos. They're just an albino red is what we're going to call them. But they're a good size, 12 centimetre size. Just got a lot more red than your standard albino red. Now these are an Australian bred Oscar. I got some of these last week. The colours on them, these are tiger Oscars, the colours on them is sensational, and they're Australian bred. And they are so hardy. These are Australian bred tiger Oscars. So at the moment, we haven't got them listed saying Australian online, but if you're after tiger Oscars, now is the time to get them. The pattern on them is really good. Now, I was told these are Australian bred, and they look Australian. They look really good. I'm not sure who bred them, but raising Oscars in Australia is quite difficult. They'll do well in our waterways, but in the home aquarium, it's not that easy. Oh, these are cool. Another cichlid, this time again from America. This is a nano cichlid or dwarf cichlid. This is the Apistogramma Mega Orange. Look at those. Now, we did get some male and female. Oh, there's another female in here. That's great. At least 2 females in there. So we do have a couple of pairs of these listed online. This is your Mega Orange Apistogramma. Look at those. Absolutely stunning fish. Stunning. Lucky last box for the day. Salvini Super Reds, American cichlid also. Don't show you much at this stage. Have a look at them online. They get yellow and reds inside along the body. They are a cool American cichlid. They are a little bit aggressive, so be mindful of that. The Salvini Super Reds. That's it from me, guys. I do apologise for the sound issue. We'll see what we can get sorted out for next week. We had a bit of an issue last week. Seems like it's carried on to this week. It's hit and miss. We'll see what we can figure out. But there will be an edited version of this released on Tuesday on YouTube next Friday. So if you weren't quite sure what I said, just give us a shout out. Have a look on YouTube. We'll see you guys next week on our unboxing on Friday at 1 p.m. Thanks for watching. Come down to store, 11 Pike Street, Kunda Park.